What's up, guys? Bringing y'all another video live from Walmart parking lot. So quite a few people have been asking for an update. I've been here like 8 months, so I feel like it's time I can give an 8-month update. I done lived in these Dallas streets for a little while. I might know what I'm talking about. I ain't ever seen two lashes that lay right. One of them always gotta be lifted.
I ain't never seen two pretty best friends. It's always one of them gotta be ugly.
Speaking of lashes, if you ever want to own your own lash, cosmetic, or fashion brand, you can now shop with me. I am now a wholesale vendor. I'll put my website in the description bar. My site is compatible with Klarna, so you can break down your inventory costs into 4 interest-free payments. Why did I do my mouth like that when I said 4? Like I have no teeth. Okay, you can break it down into 4 interest-free payments. I know a lot of people want to start a business and don't have an abundant amount of funds to get started with. So that's why I wanted to kind of create a way for people to get started with a low investment. And also, I have minimum order quantities as low as 6 on my website, which you know is really, really good. Most overseas vendors have minimum order quantities of 100. So I'm just trying to get you guys started. So the first weekend I'm in Dallas, I'm staying at the hotel downtown, and this girl from high school, she had hit me up and she was like, let's link up. She had just moved out here too and she didn't really have any friends. So we linked up, we went to Deep Ellum. If you're moving to Dallas, you're going to know what Deep Ellum is because that's where it be lit at. And we went to Deep Ellum and we had so much fun, y'all. They had the scooters out there. They took the scooters away, thank God, because them things dangerous. But those scooters go so fast. You thinking like they're like, you know, little scooters. That thing like a car. We ended up on the highway. I don't know how we ended up on the highway on those scooters. But it's probably a good thing they took those things away. We got matching tattoos that night. And keep in mind, that was our first time ever hanging out. Ever. So basically, I'm like, you know what? I feel like this weekend just set the tone for Dallas. It's going to be so much fun. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Okay, so everything is going great. I'm loving the atmosphere. I'm loving the people. The people seem so friendly. And not to be that person, but when you are a minority, especially African American, going into a new city or place or anywhere, honestly, you really do have to do your research on the culture there and make sure it's an inviting place for you. But I feel like Dallas is pretty inviting. I haven't gotten any bad vibes from people out here or any incidents or anything like that. Everyone has been super helpful. I mean, in the grocery stores, they're like tripping over stuff to try to help. So I'm like, you know what? I can do this. And once I moved into my apartment, my parents did help me with big furniture items. So my mom and dad helped me get a bed and a couch. And honestly, that was all I needed at the time. Y'all, I was thugging it out with a bed and a couch for months. I literally last month actually, I literally just got rugs and coffee tables and stuff like that. So in due time, my place is still not how I want it. And I've been here 9 months. So no rush. So after a while, I start hearing some noises, like a couple just arguing. I mean, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, loud, banging on the wall, screaming back and forth at each other. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let them make it tonight because they might just be having a bad night. I know how that couple stuff go. So I let it go. Next night, same thing. Night after that, same thing. Weeks later, same thing. So I started recording it because I'm like, you know what? I think this is where the noise is coming from that she's hearing. So after a while, it really got to be a complete nuisance to me, them making all that noise. It's like they had no respect for anybody around them. So I had to reach out to the office. I hate snitching on people, I swear. But where I lay my head at, I need to feel safe. What if they, domestic violence get violent? So what if they start shooting at each other or something over there and my head right, we need to figure this out. And you guys, let me tell y'all. So after the first time that I said something to them about that couple, they told the leasing office, that they were shooting a YouTube prank. I'm like, okay, I need the name of this YouTube channel, because if it's keeping me up at night, it better be prime time. I'm talking about it need to be a mass production going on over there, because y'all doing too much. YouTube pranks every night, disrespecting each other like that. Turns out I was one of many complaints, because the neighbors upstairs, downstairs, all around could hear them as well. So they end up getting kicked out of the apartment. And I hate to say thank God, but thank somebody, because it was a mess. But in conclusion about my apartment and my living situation, the walls are extremely thin. They are extremely thin. Like, I can hear when the dog upstairs get the zoomies. Y'all know what the zoomies is? When the dogs start running around like they crackheads. I be hearing that. I hear the kids screaming next door. Like, the apartment complex is just terrible. I want to move. I'm definitely trying to move. Shoot, I'm trying to break a lease. Keep in mind, y'all, please do not listen to me. If you getting in the lease, try to stick the whole lease out. But me, I gotta go. So that's my lovely living situation. Let's talk about jobs. Once again, I'm not the person to be following. Do as I say, not as I do. Because when I say I will leave a job the moment they make me unhappy, the moment I feel like this job is taking a toll on my mental health, if you play with my money, poor management, things like that, I'm gone. So I've had like 3 jobs since I've been here. I worked as a bartender. I got some bartending experience on the plus side. But I left that job because the manager, the general manager, he would not pay us. It's like he wanted us to work for free. We had to hunt him down for a check, y'all. I should never have to hunt you down for my check. Run me my money.
Bring me my money. Yeah!
He wanted me to stay so bad. He would send these messages like, what can I do to make it better? Blah, 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 blah. So I gave him another chance to make it better, because you know what? I have a heart, and I understand if this is your first time in management, things are going to be a little bit rocky. So I'm like, okay, just more professionalism, you know, like be professional. Or some organization, because our schedules were never done. It was kind of like the day of, hey, this is your schedule, and you're on the schedule for that day. It's like, rude much? Inconsiderate? Then after that, I worked for Louis Vuitton. I got that job through the staffing agency. I thought that job was going to be great. It was at home position. Well, it was a hybrid schedule. So 3 weeks at home, 1 week in the office. So I thought, this is perfect, you know? So the hiring process was pretty lengthy for the staffing agency, but it was really more on Louis Vuitton's side, because normally staffing agencies will get you in the job like that week. Louis Vuitton, we had a phone call interview, we had a mock email, we had a typing test, we had a Zoom interview, a Zoom group interview. It was just a lot. So I worked there for a little while, but you know what? I cannot think of a good reason why I quit that job. I cannot. It was the schedule. It was 10 to 7, and that's all day. I refuse to slave for the man all day. I feel like if I wouldn't have quit those jobs that I absolutely did not like going into, I would have never gotten to the job that I can actually tolerate. I would love to be an entrepreneur and, you know, be able to work for myself full time. This job allows me to do that. And the job is pretty laid back and chill. I don't mind going into work. Do not let someone bully you into staying with the company for 15 years just so you can say you have that longevity. Are you happy there? Do you dread getting up for work in the morning? No one wants to dread getting up for work in the morning. I love my job and my coworkers. Also, since I've been in Dallas, I've gone to the studio and made a song. I have some friends from college that moved out here as well, and they're really into the creative scene and like music and stuff like that. So they knew about this studio, Vision 3 Studios. If you do music and you're in Dallas, go to Vision 3 Studios. They are the bomb. Ask to see Koy. He is an amazing producer. Yeah, so I went in there, played around, made a song, and they were actually feeling the song that I made. It's hilarious because it's hilarious. I'm actually long overdue for a trip back to the studio. They've been asking me to come back and make some more music. So I might go back and I might vlog it for you guys so you guys can see. Also, since I've been here, I don't know if y'all know who Albie Sure is. Y'all might be too young. I don't know them, my viewers, the demographics. But we got an Uber drive from his personal driver. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
And on a more serious note, a lot of people don't talk about, in regards to moving alone by yourself, they don't talk about the loneliness that you experience and making sure that your mind is in as good of a mental state as you can possibly get it in before you move, because you're going to be spending a lot of time with yourself and with your thoughts. And that saying, the idle mind is the devil's playground, that is so true. When you have too much time to sit and think about things, you overthink things, you overcomplicate things, and you can run yourself kind of crazy with your thoughts, because your brain will come up with some things that you never thought it could come up with. So just make sure you try to be in a good headspace, because whatever thoughts you're thinking now, they're going to intensify whenever you move and get alone by yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. This does not mean when you move out here, you need to have friends lined up. You need to know somebody. Don't let that discourage you from not moving out here, not knowing anyone. You just need to make sure that whatever your hobbies are, that you try to partake in those hobbies. Like if you like drawing, draw. If you like creating, create. If you like golf, get a membership at Top Golf. If you like dancing, find a dance studio. Anything to exercise your mind, and you'll meet friends that way as well. As far as meeting friends out here in Dallas, I would say it's extremely easy to do, because most of the people I've met are very friendly and very eager to make friends. Because like I said in my last video, 9 times out of 10, the people that are here are not from here. So they're trying to make friends as well. I actually linked up with some people. My mom's going to kill me. But it was brunch, daylight, outside. We were in public, people all around. And I linked up with some people. And I had never met these people, and we had a great time. I mean, a great time. It was kind of like we had already known each other. And I'm the type, like, that's how I interact with people. I'm going to talk to you like I already know you, because that's going to determine whether or not we're going to be friends. Because let's skip the awkward phase. Let's just talk like we're just two normal people. There should be no, hi, no, hey, what's up? Like, you know, I try to break that awkward barrier, because no one likes that. Also, I want to let people know that no company, no person, no entity, anything like that, no job can set up more roadblocks for you than yourself. We are our biggest roadblock when it comes to doing things that we've always wanted to do. I might go move to LA next year just because I've always wanted to live in LA for a year. I might try, I was going to try New York until Dallas had this snowstorm. I can't do the snow. I cannot do the snow. But you know, things that you thought about when you were a child, like I was always like, oh my gosh, I want to try living here. I want to live here. I want to live here. You can do that. I might try van life for a year just because I think it's cool. Guys, just go after anything you've ever wanted to try, because the only person stopping you is you. But doing this YouTube channel, because growing up, I always knew that I was a creative. Y'all, that's all I did when I was young. I was either drawing, writing songs, writing raps. I was creating dances. I was making videos. I was always doing something creative. And somewhere along the way, I kind of lost confidence in myself, you know. And doing these YouTube videos have really been helping me with my confidence and with my consistency as well. Once you have confidence in yourself and you are consistent, you will see so much growth, it will scare you, okay? So I also really want to thank you guys for your nice comments and your nice Instagram DMs. I feel so great knowing that I'm helping all of these people get out, because that was my whole purpose for doing this moving series, is to let people know how easy it is to do things that they want to do.